Tom Barclay here for Sun Sport outside the Veltons Arena. The team lineups are now out. England are as expected. We've got Jordan Pickford in goal, Kyle Walker at right back, the vice-captain, Mark Guehi alongside John Stones. John Stones obviously had a sickness bug earlier in the week, but he is fine to start. Mark Guehi, obviously one of the more inexperienced players in this England squad, but with no Harry Maguire due to injury. He is in the back line as expected, along with Kieran Trippier playing out of position but at left back. Then Trent Alexander-Arnold's got the nod over Conor Gallagher, as was widely expected. The Liverpool right back, well, do you even call him that anymore? Hybrid full-back now playing in midfield. Gareth Southgate likes to play him. He's talked a lot about his passing range throughout the build-up to this Euros, and he is the one who gets the nod alongside Declan Rice. Declan Rice was named alongside Harry Kane, Kyle Walker and Jude Bellingham as part of a four-man leadership group in this Gareth Southgate 26-man squad. Bellingham, interesting, he's only 20, but obviously has more experience now than some players will ever experience in their careers, having won the Champions League and La Liga last season, or this season for Real Madrid. And because it's such a more youthful squad for Gareth Southgate, he wants one of the younger players to be part of that leadership group, to sort of keep him in tune with every single player in the squad. Bellingham, of course, does start alongside Bukayo Saka and Phil Foden out wide left, with Harry Kane, of course, the captain up top. It's looking a very strong team. It's a team we sort of expected. I mean, you could make a claim that perhaps, Conor Gallagher, after that slightly worrying performance against Iceland, where Gareth Southgate talks about the out of possession worries in that particular game, off the ball, which is obviously his biggest strength, or one of his biggest strengths for Chelsea. Maybe he had a case for inclusion, but he's gone with Trent. So it's arguably more of an exciting choice from Gareth Southgate there, but everyone else pretty much, I'm not sure you could make too many calls. I mean, perhaps you could go for Ezri Konsa over Mark Guehi, but Mark Guehi with 11 caps now is even more experienced, or has more international experience than those other guys like Lewis Dunk and Ezri Konsa, so not a surprise there. As for Serbia, it's interesting, both Dusan Vlahovic and Alexander Mitrovic, who's obviously Premier League fans will know from Newcastle and Fulham, start up front. They do have attacking threats. I believe they've scored in the last 22 games, so that will be a worry, particularly for England not looking as rock solid as back in recent games. But no Dusan Tadic, which is interesting. He was up for press yesterday, the old Southampton player. Instead it's Sergej Milinkovic-Savic in midfield, a player who's been constantly linked to the Premier League over the years, but ended up moving to Saudi Arabia along with Mitrovic for Al Hilal last season. So a strong-looking Serbian team up top, defensively not so strong, which sounds pretty similar to England. So let's see how it goes.